All right, so a quick follow-up to my last short. If you haven't watched that, go back and watch it. It's about Psalm 22, and it's all about this word that you can translate like a lion pierced in Psalm 22. So the question then ultimately is, okay, do the Dead Sea Scrolls help out at all? You'd think they would. Not really, because the only piece of Psalm 22 we have is actually two different fragments that the part we need is actually missing. Like we have the top letters of part of it, or top parts of the letters of part of it, and then part of a little bit here, and we just don't have enough data from the Dead Sea Scrolls to make out what in the world is going on there, especially since we don't have the bottom half of it, so we don't know if it's a yod, if it's a vav, if it's a different spelling altogether. We just don't have enough information from the Dead Sea Scrolls. So what we have is the Masoretic text. We have an argument over how to translate that because of how the Septuagint translates that word. They translate it dug out, hollowed out, bored through, and then ultimately it gets translated pierced. And if you want to check out why I think that's a better reading than Like a Lion, I have a short on here. You have to travel a ways back, but the bottom line is this poem has a bunch of doublets in it, and it has like a doublet of like bulls. And there's one here, one on the top of the top of the poem, and then one at the bottom that matches. Then there's lions, dogs, but then there's one that says a sword, and there's no doublet for the one that says sword. And what likely is going on here that would make this a better reading is if something doubled with the sword that did something to my hands and my feet. That's how the poem kind of chiastically works. And so if you go back and just read it for yourself, and you can go back to look at my other video, I actually showed a picture of how this all works, but you'll notice, there he says something about a sword, and you were looking for that doublet like the other ones, it's just not there. But like a lion, my hands and my feet, it just doesn't work in the flow of things, in the poetic way that you would read this. And there's a lot of different ways that people have tried to work around it. The problem is the workarounds aren't in the text. The workarounds are added to the text to make it make sense. If it was just bored or dug out or something like through my hands and my feet, it would make sense, as if someone shoved a sword through your hands and through your feet and left gaping holes.